Hello there, I'm your friend, Teacher Sam. Today we dive into the world of English speaking skills with a special focus on idiomatic expressions. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly are idiomatic expressions? Well, they are phrases or expressions that have a figurative rather than literal meaning. They are a vital part of the English language, adding color and depth to conversations and writings. Understanding and using idiomatic expressions can significantly improve your English speaking skills. Not only do they make your conversations more engaging, but they also help you sound more like a native speaker. Throughout this video, we'll be exploring various idiomatic expressions, their meanings, and how to use them effectively. We'll provide examples, demonstrate their usage in everyday life, and give you tips on how to practice them. So stay tuned as we delve deeper into the world of idiomatic expressions and how they can enhance your English speaking skills. Now that we have a basic understanding of idiomatic expressions, let's take a closer look. Idiomatic expressions, also known as idioms, are phrases that have a figurative or symbolic meaning that can't be understood by simply piecing together the meanings of the individual words. They are a colorful and integral part of the English language, often reflecting cultural nuances and historical contexts. Let's take the phrase, "kick the bucket," as an example. If you're new to the English language, you might scratch your head and wonder why someone would want to kick a bucket. But in fact, this phrase has nothing to do with buckets or kicking. It's an idiom that means to die. Now you might ask, why can't we just say die instead of kick the bucket? Well, idioms add a layer of vividness and depth to our conversations, making them more engaging and enjoyable. They give us a flavorful way to express ideas and emotions, which is why they're so popular in daily conversations, literature, and media. Just like kick the bucket, there are thousands of idiomatic expressions peppered throughout the English language. Bite the bullet, for instance, means to face a difficult or unpleasant situation with courage. The ball is in your court implies that it's your turn to take action or make a decision. While idioms might seem like a strange and confusing part of the English language, understanding their structure is the key to unlocking their meaning. Most idioms are fixed phrases that don't change, even in different tenses. This structure helps us recognize them when we come across them in conversations or texts. Remember, idiomatic expressions might seem confusing at first, but with practice, they become second nature. The more you expose yourself to these expressions, the more familiar they will become, and the easier it will be to understand and use them in your own conversations. So let's dive deeper into the world of idiomatic expressions and discover how they can enrich our English language skills. Idiomatic expressions aren't just for textbooks, they're used in everyday conversations too. Think about how often you've heard someone say they're feeling under the weather, or that they've put their foot in their mouth. These are idiomatic expressions, and they can add color and depth to your English speaking skills. Let's look at some examples of how you might use idiomatic expressions in your daily life. Picture yourself at a coffee shop with a friend. You've been working hard all week and you're feeling tired. You might say, "I've been burning the candle at both ends." This phrase means you've been working or studying extremely hard, to the point of exhaustion. Now imagine you're at a party, and you see a friend who's looking down. You ask them what's wrong, and they say, "I've got a lot on my plate." They're not talking about food. They mean they're dealing with a lot of problems or tasks at once. And what about those times when you're trying to make a decision, but it's proving to be quite difficult? You might say, "I'm on the fence." This means you're undecided or unsure about something. Now, let's think about a more positive scenario. You've just received a promotion at work, and you're feeling extremely happy and proud. You might say, "I'm over the moon." This phrase is used to express great happiness or excitement. These are just a few examples of the many idiomatic expressions used in everyday English. By incorporating these phrases into your daily conversations, you can make your English sound more natural and fluent. Not only that, but you'll also improve your understanding of how English speakers communicate, making it easier for you to interact and connect with them. Remember, idiomatic expressions are more than just words. They're a key part of the English language, and using them can greatly enhance your English speaking skills. So don't be afraid to start using them in your daily life. Incorporating idiomatic expressions into your daily English speaking can greatly enhance your fluency and understanding of the language. The key to mastering idiomatic expressions, as with any other aspect of language learning, is practice. Now, you might wonder, how exactly do I practice these quirky phrases? Well, it's easier than you think. Start by incorporating them into your everyday conversations. When chatting with friends, try slipping in an idiom or two. You'll be surprised at how quickly they become a natural part of your vocabulary. Another great way to practice is by writing. Make it a habit to use at least one idiomatic expression in your emails, personal letters, or even your social media posts. This will not only help you remember the phrases, but also understand their context better. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. That's part of learning. Each mistake is an opportunity to improve. So don't shy away from using idioms just because they seem tricky at first. Practice diligently, and you'll see your English speaking skills improve in no time. We've covered a lot today, so let's take a moment to summarize. We started by introducing you to idiomatic expressions, those unique phrases that can often seem puzzling to non-native speakers. We then dove deep into understanding these expressions, shedding light on their meanings and how they stem from cultural context. Next, we explored how these expressions can be used in everyday life, from casual chats to formal discussions. We showed you that by incorporating idiomatic expressions, your English conversations can become more natural, vibrant, and nuanced. In the practice segment, we emphasized the importance of regular usage and repetition. Just as with any new language skill, the key to mastering idiomatic expressions lies in practice. Remember, learning idiomatic expressions can be a fun and enriching way to improve your English speaking skills. So keep practicing and you'll be speaking like a native in no time.